בשם השם נתן נצליח. We're going to start לספר שערי קדושה. We do it through the הקדמה first, and then at what we can manage to get to.
שערי קדושה, check.
I don't know. Okay. So, אמר השעיר חיים בן כבוד רבי יוסף ויטל. He shows the humbleness of Rabbi Chaim Vital, call him Sayyid. A young person, his name is Chaim ben Kevod Rabbi Yosef Vital. That's his father's name. Zayin Bracha. He says, Raiti b'nei aliyah v'hem mu'atim. I saw those who once seek to ascend to the high levels. V'hem mu'atim. Very few have managed to do that. משתוקקים לעלות, they long to climb up, והסולם נתעלם מעיניהם, but the ladder is hidden from them. They don't know how to do it. They want to go higher and higher in מדרגות, but they don't know how to do it. והתבוננו בספרי הקדמונים, so they delve into the old books, the books written by the previous generation, לחפש ולמצוא אורחות חיים, to find, to seek the way to do it, to get to the high level. את הדרך ילכו בה, in a way that they have to go in. ואת המעשה אשר יעשון, and what to do. להעלות נפשם אל שורשה, to raise their נפש to the source העליון, ולדבקה בו יתברך, cling to Hashem and to get closer to Hashem. כי הוא השלמות הנצחי. This is the true completeness. כעניין הנביאים, just like prophets, שכל ימיהם נדבקו בקונם, all their days, they cling to Hashem. ובאמצעות הדבקות ההוא, because of this closeness that they had to Hashem, שרתה עליהם רוח הקודש. They managed to receive רוח הקודש, see the future, get nebuah, get prophecy. להורותם איזה דרך ישכון אור להאיר עיניהם ברזי תורה. And also they got privilege, to get to find all the secret and hidden word of the Torah. דוד המלך עליו השלום, תהילים said, גל עיניי, unveil my eyes and open my eyes, והביט הנפלאות מתורתך. So I can see all the wonders of your Torah. ולהדריכם בדרך ישרה, to guide them in the right way, ללכת אל עיר מושב, to get to the built city, to somewhere that they need to get, המזומן להם עם בני עלייה, that is ready for them, with the other people who are getting to the high level. ואחריהם באו חסידים הראשונים, after them, after the prophets came, חסידים ראשונים, הנקראים פירושים. Pirushim means true seekers, or people separate themselves from everything else. וביקשו לשאת בעקבותיהם, they seek to go after the נביאים, in their footsteps, ולהתדמות להם במערות סורים, and also practice their way, to go to the caves, do it with the dud. That's what they used to do a lot. במדברות, in deserts, ופרשו מדרכי בן האדם, to separate themselves from the ordinary people. ומהם פירושים בבתיהם, some of them, did basically in their own home. Like Rabbi Ishchai is very, very famous. That he had an aliyah in his house, he would spend there most of the day by himself. כדמיון הולכי מדברות, just like those, who goes into the bar, to the desert, וכל היום וכל הלילה, תמיד יחשו. And all day, all night, they don't stay quiet. להלל את בוראם, and praise Hashem all day long. בעזרת התורה, learning Torah, ובשירי דוד המלך השלום, reading תהילים, המשמחים את הלב, that makes the heart happy, עד אשר תדבק מחשבותם בכוח וחשק נמרץ ברות העליונים. That through this, that clinging that they had in their mind, they kind of like get to very, very high levels, understood a lot, they got Ruach Kodesh. והתמידו בכך כל ימיהם, and they did this all their life, throughout their life. עד אשר עלו למדרגת רוח הקודש, until they get to the level of receiving רוח הקודש. והתנבאו ולא יסופו, and they didn't stop, they get higher and higher level, they go further and further up. כמו שתרגמו קלוס ולא פסחו, they didn't stop, there's no mistake. This עבודה is all your life, there's no stop, you have to continue doing it. אם היותם כלא ראי זה כראי זה, but everybody was in an individual way, not two people are the same, everybody has to do it in his own way. לא נמצאו אופני דרכיהם בשימושיהם, איכה יעבדו הקדושים האלה, yet it's kind of like we don't find, exactly the way that they did it, and how they worship Hashem. When I say Gamkim Anachnu, that we can also emulate them. We have to see what they did. To some degree, we have to emulate them. Do what they did. ועל כן נטמעתו הלבבות גם הידיעות של הדורות הבאים. But now, also understanding is lower. Like we are in a lower level now. In the generation that come after them. פסקו בעלי רוח הקודש, and we don't have a lot of the people with רוח הקודש now, like the door is much lower now. So המה למנוחות, they went to the resting place, ועזבו אותנו להנחות, and they left us alone, so we don't have like a true guidance like that we had before, Rabbi Arizal, or everybody else that we had in the previous generation. סטמאים גם רבעים, they're thirsty and also hungry, like generation. Aishes samah yeush belibot, until to the point that basically yeush, they kind of give up, something like that in their heart, the yeush, the hopelessness, yeah. Latur bechokma niflaah halezu, to find, to delve into this understanding, the chokma. Meimid mas'u shenayim shelosha gargerim berosh amir. If they find one or two seeds, or 2 or 3 like a wheat in a stock of wheats, אחד מאיר, 2 משפחה, one here, one over there, it's like that. Still we have people, like that, but very, very few. Like we have Baruch Hashem Nataneli here in Sharai, in Los Angeles, other places, they have their own thing, Like everywhere there is this individuals that we can kind of learn from and ask questions. But it's a bechol zot, מבקשים מים ועין. People seek water, but there's not. Like we are thirsty, for this knowledge, understand what to do. כי נסתם כל חזון לסיבת אשר לא כתוב בספר, because it's been closed up, all the visions. And for the reasons, that it's not written here, אופן מעשהו להתקרב לגשר הקודש פנימה, to the way to kind of get closer, to that holiness. ויש מהם אשר היו משפיעים בכוח שמות הקודש. There was people that were able to swear with the strength of the Shemot HaKodesh and the Malachim. They could talk Malachim, in those previous generation, they could kind of like ask Malachim, ask the angels. ויקראו לאור והנה חושך. And they were seeking light, but not, it's like a darkness. כי מלאכים תחתונים מאוד ממונים על עבודת העולם הזה. Because there are a lot of angels that are down here, that they don't have a lot of access to the higher levels, like to the Elyonim. These are מלאכים תחתונים. ממונים על עבודת העולם הזה, that they are in charge of what's going on in this world. Like you ask them, they cannot do anything for you to get to the high levels. והם מורכבים מטוב ורע, and they're also the combination of good or bad. והן עצמם לא ישיגו האמת והאורות העליונים, that they themselves, these angels, cannot have access to the true and to these higher lights. ומגלים להם דברי תערובות וברא. And they kind of reveal to them not the true 100% truth, because it's a combination of good or bad. Emet v'sheker. There is truth and also there is non-truth. דברים בטלים, also the thing that is not irrelevant. כי ענייני רפואות וחוכמה, הכימיה, like רפואות, like healing and things like that, and other knowledges. ופעולות קמיים, like קמייה, ההשפעות, swearing that we said, to the שמות הקודש. וגם אלה ביין שוק ושחר טעו, and even those, they really didn't do the right thing, and you cannot really do the right thing. מי ייתן והיה לבבם זה לעשות בתורה ומצוות, to kind of like delve completely into the Torah of mitzvot. ניסוי קל וחומר, you can understand קל וחומר, מאותן ארבעה גדולי ישראל, from those 4 גדולי ישראל שנסעו לפרדס, רבי עקיבא, and other רבנים that went to פרדס, נמלט מהם איש, none of them survived except for one. Rabbi Akiva only was the one that survived. That means that you get to that level, you have to be ready for it. Even these 4 Gedolim, 3 of them couldn't survive, right? When they went to the high level. Only Rabbi Akiva survived. ואף הוא, and even him, בגלל מלאכי השרת דוחו. מלאכי השרת asked to reject him. לולא Hashem עזרתה לו, if Hashem wouldn't have helped him, נתת בשלום נעשה בשלום, to enter in peace and come up in peace, האמת כי הם ביקשו מדרגות גדולות. What was it like that? Because they really seek מדרגות גדולות, and it's very high levels, קרובות אל הנבואה, very close to prophecy. ועל כן נסתכחו קצתם. But because of this, they were placed in harm's way, part of them. ואנחנו, הלוואי שנזכיר רוח הקודש מועט, us, he talks about his own generation, like 300 plus years ago, that he likes to get at least to the a little Ruach HaKodesh, a little like understanding. Kinyan Gilu Eliyahu, that's like the Gilu Eliyahu, Elianavi, appears to them. Asher Rabim Zachu Elav, a lot of people, merited that, that Eliyahu come to them. כמפורסם בעניין גילוי נשמות צדיקים, it's very מפורסם, is known fact. ולא עוד כי גם בזמננו זה, not only that, even in our time, he talks about in his old time, 300 plus years ago, ראיתי אנשים קדושים זכו לכל זה, that I saw people that got to these levels. Like Chaim Vital said that I saw. For example, he bring his own Rebbe, Rizal. ויש אשר נפשו עצמו בהזדככה במאוד מאוד, that they themselves make their נפש very refined, תתגלה לאדם ותנהיגהו בכל דרכים, that they appear to the people, how to really conduct themselves. וכל אלה הדרכים קרובים יושגו אף בזמננו זה, and even all these ways are within reach in our time. El haruim alehem, only to do that are worthy about it. You have to be worthy, to receive this the way to do this. Achomnam sarich havchana, but you need a very good judgment. V'nisyonot rabin, and also lots of nisyonot, like tests. La'amod al ha'emet, to get to the true fact. אולי רוח אחרת הייתה עמו בלתי טהור, maybe there's something combined with it, like his ruach is not 100% pure. וכל זה יתפאר בחלק השלישי. All of this we're going to explain more in the third חלק בשער השמיני. He says that his book is basically broken down into 4 different sections. Every section has different שערים. לכן הסיקתני רוח בטני להתיר, because of this I feel obligated and compelled להתיר לפירושים ולתמוך במינם להורות להם הדרך ילכו בה, that to the truth seekers and people who are seeking the right way to go. ועל כן חיברתי חיבור זה. Because of this I write this book, קטן הכמות ורב האיכות, which is small in quantity but great in quality. It's a very small book, just few pages, but there's a lot of information here. He said this is a book, חיבור זה, קטן הכמות, it's a small in quantity ורב האיכות, but great in quality. למשכילים יזהירו, to enlighten the people who are seek the knowledge. וגרתי שערי קדושה, and I call the book The Gates of Holiness. ובו אבאר סתרים לא שערום, which is explaining that the hidden matters that are not openly taught, הראשונים אשר היו לפנינו, that were before us. He talks about his own time, you know, the previous generation to Rabbi Chaim Vital, Rabbi Arizal. כי אני קיבלתי מפי איש קדוש, because I received all this word from the mouth of the איש קדוש, holy man, מלאך השם סבקות, like an angel of Hashem, מורי האריזל, לולי אשכנזי, לולי זיכרונו לברכה. Said from my Rebbe, Rabbi Arizal, בלהיותם רזי עולם ותעלומות סתרים, because there's a lot of hidden things in this. There's a lot of hidden messages here. It's a very famous word of it. The Agalet Tefa, that I will reveal only one Tefa, V'achase alpaim amah, and I kind of like conceal 2,000 amah. And then he reveals very, very little. Wow. Very, very little, like on the tip of the thing. So, Agalet Tefa, V'achase alpaim amah, that I will reveal one Tefa, like half a meter, and I will hide and conceal 2,000 amah. And I start by this book, שערי קדושה, כמחט שטחית, just like a needle, like a very, very little. There's a lot more to reveal, but it's revealed very, very little here. ומי שיהיה ראוי יזכה להיכנס לפני, those are who are worthy, have a merit to come inside and learn. And Hashem is not gonna give all the goods, to the people who are going in this ways, in pureness. Again, the book is been divided into 4 different sections. חלק הראשון, the first section, בהנהגת דרך החסידות. It's about conduct in a way of saintly והפרישות, abstinent, המביאה לידי רוח הקודש, that brings the person to the level of רוח הקודש. התחלק גם הוא ל6 שערים, and the first חלק has been divided into 6 different gates, 6 different שערים. חלק השני, the second part, בתוכחות, is about rebuke, ובביאור העונש והשכר של מצוות, and it tells you about the punishment and the reward of all the mitzvot. Mitzvot aseh, mitzvot lo ta'aseh. ונכלל ל8 שערים, and that divided into 8 different שערים. חלק השלישי, this is what you should expect. בהנהגת השגת רוח הקודש, how to attain רוח הקודש, התחלל ל8 שערים, it's been divided into 8 different sections. חלק הרביעי, באופני הייחודים, how to meditate on doing unification. אשר על ידם יושג רוח הקודש, that through them you'll be able to attain רוח הקודש, כאשר בחנתי וניסיתי והתאמצו על ידיי. I tested all this, I tried them, and these are all true and effective because it happened to me. So I tried all this that I'm going to tell you, and it was effective, and it really did what it was supposed to do. על ידי באכתוב פרטם דרך חשבון, סימנים, but I will write all the details, not like as a signpost, like a very, very short and to the point. וזה החלי וזה השם. I'm going to start וזה השם. I just start חלק ראשון. חלק ראשון, חלק 3 שערים. What to expect. The first part, להודיע גודל הפגם, is going to tell us what's going to be like the blemish על ידי חטאות האדם בעניין המצוות. Relative to the mitzvot, you know, when you do a ched, what's going to happen up there? He's going to tell us all the pegam, all the blemish that happen. פגם הנמשך על ידי מידות המגונות, also the pegam that come from the bad character trait, bad midot. ביאור שם צדיק או חסיד, explain about the name of the person, name of the חסיד or tzaddik. ביאור מדרגת הצדיק בפרטות, in detail, what the tzaddik means, what is the level of the tzaddik. בביאור מדרגת החסידות בפרטות, about the levels of the beloved and loyal person in details. בביאור הנהגת החסידים בדרך קצרה, and how the Hasidim, you know, conduct themselves in very, very short term. שערים אשר בחלק זה. So this is something that hopefully we can look forward to. Hopefully next week we can start explain this. You know, all the what happened when we do averot, what exactly happened in Shomayim, what is caused in earth. You know, all these things. So,
מזל, וואלה,
Hashem
מזל,
loves you.
גמרא.
Thank you.